Hello, in this video we're going to be changing the subject of a formula where there are multiple x terms. So this is a higher tier topic, so if you're studying GCSE Foundation Maths, I would probably focus your revision elsewhere. But if you are studying higher tier GCSE Maths, this is a really good topic to try and bank some marks on. So the objective here is to rearrange formulae when the subject appears more than once. So here's an example. We need to make x a subject. So you can see here that we have an ax term over here and a bx term over here. So the trick is, when we're trying to make x the subject when there are multiple x terms, is to group the x terms together on one side, get everything else onto the other side, and to factor out the value of x. So luckily in this example, the x terms are together on one side already. So all we need to do is factor out the x. So we have x bracket a plus b equals 2 if we factorise out the x. And now what we can do is just divide both sides by a plus b, so we end up with x equals 2 over a plus b, and now we have x as the subject. So in this example we want to make x a subject, so we have 3x plus 3 equals 4ax plus y. So again, we have multiple x terms. We have this 3x term over here, and we have the 4ax term over here. So the aim of the game is to get the x terms together on one side so we can factor out the x, and then we must have everything else onto the other side of the equation so it's not in the way. So we need to get this y and this 3 together on one side, and we need to get the 3x and the 4ax together on another side. So to do that, I'm first going to start by minusing 4ax from both sides. So I end up with 3x plus 3 minus 4ax equals y. And now I need to get this plus 3 onto this side, so I end up with 3x minus 4ax equals y minus 3. So now it's really good because we have the 3x minus 4ax together on one side, so the trick is to factor out the x. So we end up with x bracket 3 minus 4a equals y minus 3. And now to get x by itself, we're just going to divide both sides by 3 minus 4a, so we end up with x equals y minus 3 over 3 minus 4a, and now we have x as the subject. So here's an example. We want to make x the subject, so this time we actually have 3 x terms. So again, the aim of the game is to get all the x terms together on one side, so I'm going to do that this time by plussing ax to both sides. So I end up with 4xy minus 3x plus ax equals 3. And now it's good because all the x terms together on one side and everything else is on the other side. So the trick we have is to factor out the x. So we have x bracket 4y minus 3 plus a equals 3. And now we can simply get x by itself by dividing both sides by 4y minus 3 plus a. So we end up with x equals 3 over 4y minus 3 plus a. So this example here, we want to make x the subject again, so we need to get the x terms together on one side and everything else onto the other side. So we need to get this plus 2 onto this side here, so then that means that the x terms are together by themselves. So if we minus 2 from both sides, we're going to do k take away 2 equals px minus 5x. So now the x terms are together on one side, we're going to factor out x, so we have x bracket p minus 5, and this side stays the same. So now to get x by itself, we're going to divide both sides by p minus 5, so we end up with x equals k minus 2 over p minus 5. So this example, we have a fraction, so the fraction's not very nice. So firstly, we're going to start by getting rid of the fraction, and we can do that by simply multiplying both sides by x minus 8. So we're going to say y bracket x minus 8 equals 2x plus 1. Now what we can do is expand the brackets, so we have yx or xy minus 8y equals 2x plus 1. So now I need to group up the x terms on one side and have everything else onto the other side. So if I do that, I'm first going to start by minusing 2x from both sides. So I have xy minus 8y minus 2x equals 1. But now I need to get this 8y onto this side, so I'm going to do that by plussing 8y. So I have xy minus 2x equals 1 plus 8y. And then now I'm going to factor out the x. So I have x bracket y minus 2 equals 1 plus 8y. And now to get x by itself, I'm going to divide both sides by y minus 2. So I end up with x equals 1 plus 8y over y minus 2. And now we have x as the subject. So here's an exam style question on this topic. So we need to make x the subject. We have a equals bx over 2x plus 7 and it's worth 3 marks. So what we're going to do to get x by itself here, so again we have a fraction, so I'm going to get rid of the fraction first, so I'm going to multiply both sides by 2x plus 7. So I have a bracket 2x plus 7 equals bx. Now I'm going to expand the bracket, so I have 2ax plus 7a equals bx. Now I need to group up the x terms together on one side and get the 7a onto the other side. So I'm going to do that by minusing 2ax from both sides. So if I do that, I end up with 7a equals bx minus 2ax. And now the trick, factor out the x. So I'm going to do that, so 7a equals x bracket b minus 2a. And now finally, to get x by itself, I'm going to divide both sides by b minus 2a. So I end up with x equals 7a over b minus 2a, and that is the answer to the question. So here's a couple of quickfire practice questions. So for each of the following questions, we need to make x the subject. So pause the video and have a go at these, and I'll reveal the answers in a moment. Okay, so welcome back if you had a go at those. I've just displayed the answers on the right, so well done if you had a go at those. If you struggle with them, maybe have a look back at the examples to see where you went wrong. But that's everything for this video, so well done if you had a go at the examples, and I'll see you again in another video. Okay, bye!